Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I am back with another video. So it's a Monday today. My husband is on his way back home and I am cooking. So my beef is getting ready, it's boiling, so I thought let me share this video with you. It's a life experience, maybe something that I would love to share with you guys that might be useful for you in your day-to-day life or once in your life, because it's something that that I think is actually just good to share. I don't know how to title the actual lesson or scenario, but I'm just going to explain as it is. So besides from being an FP&A analyst, I am someone who also do hair as part-time. And this is something that I see as a blessing. If you can use your hands to make some extra money, apart from your corporate job or your 9-to-5 job, this is actually quite a blessing, and you should not take shame in it, but actually take like so much pride in it, because God blessed your hands that you can actually make something with your hands. And for me, I'm grateful. When I came to Poland, I didn't know how to braid, but my sister, forced me. She was asking me to do her hair, and I ended up knowing how to do hair. And then she forced me again to open an Instagram page. And I started posting. I was like, who's going to follow my page? But she just said create the page, and people are going to recognize it. And currently, I have the Instagram page and I'm doing different people hair. So while I'm doing hair, right, I meet different clients. And in everyone, in every business that you're offering, you're going to meet different clients. So what I was saying is that I have clients, right? And you meet different clients with different personalities, with different social classes. But what I just want to encourage you is that no matter which class you meet, no matter how you see that the person maybe can afford more, just stick to your prices. Don't exploit someone because you just see that they can afford more. This applies to people that we have been building back home, and you see that because someone sees that you are just a different number which is not from Zimbabwe, they start exploiting you, the prices that they are going to charge you. And what they don't know is, or what many people don't know is, creating a relationship is bigger than just a one-time payment, because you might rob me $1,000 today, just saying that, oh, I can offer this service for this much, because you assume that, oh, this person can afford more. But you don't know that if we had built a relationship, you were going to even gain maybe 5,000, or 6,000, or even 2,000 more, because we have built a good relationship. But most people, when they just see a chance to, exploit you, they are going to do that. So for me, when I'm doing business, for me, my customer base is very, very important. I'm not going to charge someone because I see that, oh, they can afford more. Let me just, exploit them. Let me just have more money. That's not how you do business. You need to stick to your standards. You need to stick to your, if you say your price list is like this, treat everyone, the same. If someone is going to come to you, just treat them literally the same, and there's no need to treat someone different when you see them. So for me, I'm going to talk about my main like 3 clients. I've benefited like so much from different clients, but I'm just going to talk about these 3. And these customers are people who came, I could have exploited them, to be honest, by just saying, oh, they have money, I can just charge them, because maybe the first time someone books, you don't really know them. But when you're doing hair, maybe you look around, you see, oh, so this person has money. So the next appointment, when they're going to ask you how much is the hair, maybe you're going to say double the price, you know, but you're going to push your customer away because they're like, you once did this hair for me at this price, why did you change, you know? And that's something that I just naturally did, that in as much as I could see I can exploit someone, I never did. And that has benefited me so much. Instead of a one-time hair appointment, or, you know, or just like 2 times hair appointments, I have benefited more than that. Like, I have benefited more appointments, I've benefited relationships, because these people now are more like family friends. You know, I've gained like sisters, I've gained like so much, you know, some of the things I cannot not like say them into detail, but I just wanted to share this. Like, if you're into business, don't treat your customers different, even those who look like they do not have enough, or you know that thing that might be when you look at them and you think, oh, maybe they don't afford, or they do not have much money, and you treat them in a certain way. Some people might come like that in disguise, but you don't know that these people are actually not like that. Maybe they have even a better life than you. And even sometimes, even if they do not even have much, there is no need for you to treat someone badly because of their circumstances. So I'm going to start with one. So one of them, you know, I've been doing her hair, and you know, we became like close, we became like more close. She's coming, you know, we are talking, she's coming, and we are talking, and she later on was coming with like some business ideas, like, if you know this, you know, you can do this, you can, you know, she started sharing some business ideas with me, which you know, I could do, and I literally like gained a sister. And there was a time this person went to a different country, and like they were staying there for some time, and she invited me to come. And that country, you know, it's really expensive. I wouldn't have just like gone there from nowhere, because it's the accommodation there, the accommodation is expensive. So it's not just about the ticket. You, even if you want to go to the cheapest place, like that place is just expensive. So she invited me, and then she just said, you know, you can come. What you only have to do is to buy your ticket, and you can come and visit us. Accommodation and food is going to be on us. This is from a hair client, guys. And I was like, okay. So, you know, I did my arrangement. I bought my A ticket, and I went to visit, you know, here in that place with her family. And I didn't spend, you know, obviously, like, I went with some money, but you know, when it came like to accommodation, she said, you know, no, because I was staying at their place. Even food, she took me out. She went with me like to some very, very luxury place in that expensive city as well. And you know, later on, obviously, I had like someone that I had brought, and later on I said, you know, when I was going, I gave her like that money that I had exchanged, and I said, you know, thank you so much. But she didn't want it, and I insisted. Then I just said, okay, give it like to your, you know, to your baby, you know, just to find a way to leave the money. But so that was like, you know, one thing from her. The other thing was, I had a birthday, and she was like, oh, it was your birthday, we need to do something. And then she said, okay, let's meet one time, like for dinner. I'm going to go with you. And then she went with me to a very like fancy restaurant, and like, you know, this, you know, for those in Warsaw, they are going to guess at the place, but you know, this is the restaurant with where they are like the luxury brands, where people buy the luxury brands. That mall, that fancy mall, where you find the luxury brands. And we went to that restaurant there. I was never going to go there, you know, by myself, just because, you know, there's some places, not not because I feel intimidated to go to places. I'm someone who, you know, is bored enough just to go to places. Like even if I see that I cannot afford some things, I just go, you know, for the exposure. But I'm just saying, in this case, it's not, during that time, it's not a place that I was going to go, but she took me there. Obviously I had went with my money, and then she said no, the bill is on me, and then she paid for that outing. After that, we went to a certain bar, you know, which is like a rooftop place. I don't want to mention like the name of places because you know, but I just want to say that like she took me to places that during that time I could not think of going there. Now, yes, it can make sense, you know, I can say yes, I can afford, I can go there. But during that time, because I'm talking about maybe some years ago, I wouldn't be able to, you know, to just like spend the money there. And then we went to that place. She's again, you know, said the bill was on me, and all I had to do was to pay my Uber and go back home. So this is so I'm just sharing that instead of just exploiting someone once, you know, just because you saw that they have money, you can actually gain more. I gained this trip in a different country. I went to some places which are, you know, expensive. I got some ideas for businesses. I got like family friends. I have gained like, you know, much more, you know, like a sister, you know, from that person. So, you know, that's like the first example. Then I have the second one. So the first one, so I finished with the first one. Now the second one is, she's literally like she's literally my sister. She's a family friend. We have visited each other so many times. She has come to visit here with her family, and you know, she has given me so much advice. I remember when I gave birth, there was things that I was struggling with, and you know, I reached out to her, and she gave me like the best advice. Even until now, she's someone who tells you the truth. She's someone who is going to she's just someone, she's the big sister to me. And she was just a client. She was literally just a client to me, and I have gained so much. Even like when it comes to business ideas, you know, she has shared with me. Even when I'm thinking about something, she's telling me like, you know, the good things and the bad things about that. You know, she just enlightens you about everything. I've got to know about things that I never knew. Even when it comes like to like in Poland, it's like how to apply for the kids. You know, she has been helping me because, you know, they had like the information. And even like we have gone like so many times, you know, out like, you know, as a family together with our kids and husbands. And, you know, they are always insisting to, you know, to pay, you know, the bill. And sometimes we feel like, no, we have to pay, but they're just people who are genuinely give, and people who genuinely just are amazing. And every time they actually come up with an excuse for them to pay. Because the first time, I don't remember what was the excuse. The second time they were like, oh, your husband graduated, so we are celebrating. And the other time, I don't remember. But it's not just like I'm just only receiving. I'm also, you know, giving, you know, not giving money, but I'm also being available. I have also like visited here. We have like we call each other, and you know, we are so close. And I'm just thinking, you know, these people just came from being clients, you know. Oh, my battery is low. It's just from being a client, you know. So, and you know, with this one, our kids are of the same age, they love each other, so we have literally gained more than friendship. Like, it's just family. And you know, we like, you know, her husband with my husband, they are, you know, sharing ideas. Like, just being with them, it's inside, like, it just opens our mind, okay, like, to bigger things, you know. Sometimes you are limited when you are thinking, but when you're sitting with people with bigger plans, with a better vision, then you start thinking, you know, like, you know, even when you started building and we shared, you know, the news with them, they were very encouraging. We are even like, you know, asking some things, and they are, you know, they are really, really helpful. So this is another client, and now we're like this, like literally like this, you know. Every time she's just a call away, I call her anytime, and you know, yeah. she's really my sister. And then the other one was is not was so the other client as well. What I've gained from what I've benefited from just, you know, treating customers the same. This customer works in Guess, you know, like Guess the brand. And guys, I have had like three Guess bags, like three Guess bags, and a belt for myself and a belt for my sister, a Guess jacket for Naomi, a Guess dress for Naomi. These things are expensive, you know, they are expensive. Oh, I forgot some sneakers. I also have some sneakers from Guess from this one client, and I would say I got these for free, because this client is like you know, so I did her hair first, and then the next time she just we were talking, and then she said, oh, I work in Guess, so sometimes if you need something, you know, she was just like, you know, talking. And then the next thing she said, okay, if you want, you can do my hair, and I'll you know, bring like something from Guess for you, you can choose. And I was like, this is like literally for getting it for free, because there is the hairstyles she usually wanted the hair, Chirungo, guys. I was not even charging them for that much. If I'm going to compare the Guess handbags I've got from her and the hairstyles I did, it's literally like maybe multiplied by 3 or 4 of the price that I would have charged. So we started on going, and the next thing she brought like some Naomi, like the jacket. Oh my god, it's so cute. It's like a teddy jacket. I'm going to keep it, and I hope Naomi is going to give it to her child as well. Even the dress, I'm going to keep it as well for Naomi, because the quality is so good, and they're just like, you know, the best. And I got some sneakers, those 3 handbags, I have my belt. So one time she came and my sister was home, and I think she brought me something when I was doing her hair. And then I think we were just like joking around or something, and then she was like, oh, I'm going to bring you the belt, you know, next time. And we thought, you know what, she was joking, but she was not joking. She brought my sister the belt next time. She has brought Naomi like some baby doll, you know. And this is also from just her clients. So guys, treat your clients nicely. Don't exploit them because you just saw them that they can afford more. And also don't treat them bad because you think they don't have anything, because you don't know what tomorrow holds, and you don't know that this person might have been sent by God just to come to you firstly as a client, but with a bigger purpose in your life, you understand? So yeah. And yeah, I'm actually sad because one of my sisters, the one I was talking about, the second one, I'm sad because you know, she's going to leave and you know, I'm so sad that, you know, I won't be able to see her as frequent as I mean, we never really used to see each other frequently, but the fact of knowing that someone is around, you can go and see them anytime you want, is different than knowing that this person is now, you know, far away from you, like you need to fly, you know, some continents apart. But I am grateful because, you know, with that sister, the other sister that I'm talking about, now I know that even if I want to visit in this other continent that she has already said, you know, you can come, you can visit. So I already have a place to go, you know, when I want to visit this place, or we can travel, we can go as a family and visit them while we are catching up, but we are still going to, you know, benefit in maybe the accommodation. Now we don't have to pay. You can contribute, you know, some groceries and everything. But the fact that you have a place, or even if we are going to have an Airbnb, but the fact that there is someone who will be willing to show you around, go and show you the place because they are more familiar with the place, it's just amazing. Because that place, that country that they are going, I do not know anyone there, you know, but now I already know that I have someone there. And it's just a blessing, guys. So treat everyone equally. I hope this message is going to help you guys, and you know, yeah, and make a change in your life, because yeah, it is something that is useful. I've seen it with the builders, you know, back home. Like I said, that the way they just, like, you know, try to exploit you because you are not plus 263. You know, we had our contractor and he was literally going crazy. And you know what, after like we finished a certain stage, we said we don't want to work with him anymore. He thought that he was winning, you know, by just charging these prices, because what we later on identified, you know, what my dad later on told us was, let's say if he charges 1,500, you know, he's giving 500 to the actual person who is doing the job, and he's taking 1,000 to himself, you know, like he's taking 2/3 of the money. Isn't this supposed to go to the actual person who is doing the actual job? So he was exploiting the workers and he's taking big chunk of money. But for us, we thought, you know what, because if you're a contractor, yes, you're just someone who is more like a, you know, project manager, someone who's just seeing if things are being done correctly. So you can't really take that much money. And you know what, this person has already lost, because now we are continuing our house project with someone else. We also have more projects which are coming, you know, other construction stuff that we are going to do in the future, but we are not going to contact him. So you see, he has already lost that relationship with us, because even recommendation, we are not going to recommend him to anyone. So that's the other thing, your customer base, the way you treat one person, they are going to tell the next person, and you know, you're going to build relationships. So you're going to have more customers, more recommendations, your business is going to grow, you know. So this applies in also like any aspect of life. Just treat everyone the same, don't exploit people, don't look down upon anyone, because you don't know what you might gain tomorrow. You don't know also how things can change tomorrow. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you. Let me go to my pot and start cooking. Bye.